going on, guys? So we are finished with the stands. Almost. Finished with the core of the stands. All the 3 bowls are built. We will have to add the press boxes, but before we do that, there's some orange seating that goes behind this. The press box hangs over it. Sorry, behind this. The press box hangs over it up here. So we're going to have to measure some of that stuff out. And you can see I've kind of started getting an idea of how high the thing is. But other than that, we would be finished with the stands apart from building a few stairs and tunnels. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to look at these orange. Seats. So here we go. Here's the orange seats that I'm talking about. They seemingly extend up into the back of the tunnels here, or not the tunnels. They seemingly extend up into the back of the press box here. Turn this a little bit. See, they end about right there. And they go into maybe a window of their own or a door. Just to get an idea, that is about 2D2 right there. 17, so let's say 18 feet, so that's 6 rows. So that's going to go about 6 rows up. And it goes from the end of the stadium all the way around to, it's going to be hard to get an idea. I guess we could go up from the 50 right here. Measure sideways. Oh, that's wild. Okay, that's not what I wanted. I wanted that right there. So about 236 feet. Or 79 blocks long. So 79 blocks long. We'll take a look at that. Start by just getting an idea of the length here. In the middle it was 79 blocks. So go out to X79. Perfect, it ends right there. And then we would have one block that comes up like this. Yeah, I think that's perfect. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add a layer of sandstone slab to help the looks of things. I might decide to add an entire sandstone block as I take a further look at it. So don't be surprised if in a later episode this is a full sandstone block. Okay, and it was 6 high. That's one thing I also haven't determined, whether it should be 1 by 1 or 1 by 2. We'll take a look at 1 by 1 first. And that is 37 high. And I think this is how we're going to measure the... It looked like the stands clearly came up to about right here. So yeah, that's 38. So yeah, 1 by 1 works. That looks fine. So let's go ahead and build that in. Okay, so that's how that looks. And then now we can start bringing the press box around. So how I decided to measure that was, looked at a few pictures here. Let's go into the photos and see if I can find a good one of the press box. Maybe the one that I used. And this was my thinking, that we can see that this extends pretty clearly all the way around. That's the same line. So what I did was I made, and this is the little thing that we built in there. So I thought the glass was roughly equal size, that this one was maybe 1 block smaller. I think I made the glass 4 here, and then did like 3 on the in-betweens. I think that's what it was. Yeah. I thought the glass was roughly equal size, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. I made the sandstone in between them 3 in each case, and I recessed this glass 1 to make it look a little smaller, because I think that's how it looks. So all that would happen now is we know that this one runs all the way across the top, and so does this one. So this one would make the most sense to just go ahead and bring across. The second from the top and the top one makes sense to go ahead and bring across. What we'll do is, it's the same curve as the one down there, so all we have to do is follow it. Go to right there for now, and then we'll back it up back this way. Okay, now the question I have to ask is that high off of the top of the stands? My initial suspect is that it is not. So what we're going to do is rethink of how we're doing this by just lowering everything 1. And I think we can get away with 3 right here. I think we can go to that. That is glass. Break off that without doing anything. That. And that. I think that's going to make more sense when we get over there. Might end up raising the stands one. I think they almost look maybe they're a little higher. There's a little bit more than I thought there was. But that you can tell from the 3D view. So we'll bring this over and see how it looks. Okay, even looking at that, that strikes me as too high as well. Look at this again. Might be more of a wall here, but I'm really comfortable with the size of the wall there. That is just a little bit lower. I'm comfortable making the stands 1 higher as well. I think I need to lower everything 1 more. I'm up a little low. I think that picture's taken from about right here. So yeah, that's fine. That probably looks okay. So we raise the thing to lower that one 1. That'll look fine. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Okay, I don't think I'm going to like anything any more than I like that, so. Looks like a lot of rows, though. The only thing I don't like is how big the orange section looks now. Don't know that it looks that big. But I think I like the height of the press box. We might work with the orange section a little bit later. Make it look a little smaller. Now it looks a little imposing because of the tilt it's on. It's on a different tilt as the stadium, so it looks bigger even though it's only 7 rows. 7 or 8. But we can continue building the press box and maybe after we get it built here, it will kind of start looking. That set of windows goes all around. It'll kind of start looking more to scale. If not, we can try something different on the other side and go with the one we like the most. This is there's no real way to measure this. You just got to do it by trial and error. There's no better segment on the trial and error process in this video clips than this one's going to be probably. This is all about just making it look right. Alright guys, I think that looks pretty good. If anything, I kind of think that the brown kind of looks too wide at first glance here, but we'll look at the picture. Oh no, the brown is really wide. Okay. Yeah, I like that. If anything, it might lose a little bit right there, but it's already so low that I don't think I want to change it. I definitely don't want to raise it any. So I like that. Okay. Pretty clear that the orange ended right here. Go ahead and go up with it. That is going to be the end of the orange. And then what comes after that? They've got this TV screen. It's going to interrupt a large portion. I think that's where the walkway ends. Okay. Yeah, the walkway ends right there. That'll be a good measuring point for the TV. Great. Looks like the TV walkway ends at the TV, but I can't tell if maybe I've built it to go under it or not. Probably have. Looks like I have. So it looks like the TV will start right there. And then this would just sandstones up, or maybe even some sands go back in there, maybe. And now we'll sandstone it up. Okay. Wonder how big the TVs are. A lot of the times what I'll do is go and look at statistics on how big the Jumbotron is. But in this instance, I don't know that it necessarily helps. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build to, or even off this, I'm going to build to maybe this point right here. Bring those windows across. I think the TV will probably end up going right here. Right there to right there. Probably be the TV. Oh yeah, well it's clear now to me. That should be right here. Right, that looks good. So let's go ahead and bring these windows across. Let me go ahead and hit this with the full 17. Alright, let's look at that. I think that looks pretty good. So we'll go ahead and put those windows in. Alright, let's see that. Oh, walkway would be somewhere. Let's see, find it good. Like that. Be probably right here. Perfect. I haven't figured out exactly how this is accessed yet, but I'm sure I will. We'll finish that up later. That gives us an idea of how the press boxes are going to look. I think they look pretty good. So that's going to be this episode. When we come back, we'll be finishing up the press box all the way around, which seems like we've got a good form for it in place. And then we'll either finish up the stairs or go ahead and start on the platform that's right here, the building, which I think might be the basketball arena. I'm not sure. But there's a big building right here that we'll either start building then, or we'll finish up the stairs and then do the building in the next episode. But that's all for now. I hope you've enjoyed, and I hope that you will tune in next time.